So I want to get out of Michigan. So I want to. I have this kind of stopping thing because it's like no. I want to make movies, but in Manhattan. Oh, I want to write, but I want to write in Big Sur. I want to do this and that. But the thing is, I'm here. So if I want to get out, you're not going to get out by doing nothing about it. You know what I mean? If you just do, like for instance, instead of not hanging out with people that are creative because they're not from Manhattan, blah blah blah. Because I've got this big thing about Michigan, Detroit. Because when I came here, and there's nothing here, and also most of my time was spent in bars, restaurants, working or drinking or eating, and that's the kind of people I mix with, and I'm not that. I never was. It was just It was like a carryover from a previous existence, in this lifetime anyway. So, best what I'm gonna do is push forward and start accepting people who, instead of thinking, "Ooh, they're gonna rip me off," because it's weird. Because like I look at people, look, one of two things: either, "Ooh, they're gonna rip me off," and that, or, "Ooh, I'm not good enough to be in their circle, so I'll be good as a single serving friend." But anything more than that, then they will see my true self and be disgusted by it. I mean, not disgusted, but kind of meh, by the whole thing. Because I've had that before. But as my dad said, maybe it's the people I mix with, because really, the only people I contact with, apart from my family, are people I used to work with, and there's nothing outside that thing. And so it's a whole different thing. When I was in the acting community, there was a camaraderie, and hugs were abound, and everything's emotional and connected and stuff. But outside of that, that's all seen as a PDA, so personal. Was it PDA? Personal something of affection, and you can't really do that. Everything's all like fluffy and isolated, and so again, that's the kind of people I've mixed with. So that's my association of what Michigan's like. Also, because I didn't come to Michigan, I was brought to Michigan, and it's the first time in my life I've been brought somewhere. And again, there's nothing with it, but it's not me, because where is the Eiffel Tower? It's New York. Michigan? We've got a big tire. Okay. What do you do for fun? Oh, well, everything shuts at 9, but the leaves change colour in fall. You know what I mean? But there is an underculture, thanks to a previous girlfriend I had, and so there's that is there, but it's finding the free elements, because I went to the library because I'm sick of going out and spending money, and it's not that I'm a habitual spender, it's that there's nothing free. You go to a coffee shop to hang out, you've got to buy a cup of coffee at least, even if it's free refills. It's still spending money, and it's about like $5-6 now. And you can't just sit there with a glass of water because you get frowned on and kicked out. Same with everything. And I went to the library. I've got a library card. I said, "What do you do for free around here?" They're like chess clubs or community meetings or anything like that. Nothing. And so I might start going to AA and NA meetings. There's one at what do they call it? Dovetail. I might do that, because maybe that's what it is, because that's free. And I don't know, I'll try it out. I went to an AA meeting once when I was part of my treatment, as it were, for a DUI. And they were nasty people. It was like, "This is our private club, you can't belong." And then when I went to talk, they were like about the whole thing. So that kind of put me off it. But I think the one at things. But I mean, I don't think I'm a drug addict. That's the whole thing. I mean, I've taken drugs and stuff like that. But I'm not really. I don't think I call myself a drug addict. Yeah, whatever. So, although right now I'm on Norco, but that's because my sciatica messed up. And I think that's because last time that happened, I'd gained a bunch of weight very quickly. And although I don't know if it makes sense or not, because I'm not a doctor, I was doing stretching. The weight of my stomach, my body has to compensate, and so it stresses out the muscles in the back. Now, but the right leg is weaker, and now I'm trying to walk and get out the wheelchair. I've noticed my right leg is weaker than the left leg, so I'm favouring the left leg. But because the right leg kind of was weak from the get-go because of the accident when it ripped muscle out my leg, maybe that's now put the weight on. Maybe that's what's happening. Is it's on the right side, so maybe it's like I can't take this extra weight, and it's also in the front, so it's kind of really making me lean forward. So that's putting stress on my back. So maybe that's what that's about. I ramble for nothing, but basically what it is listen to this later. Okay, so what I'm on now: Ibuprofen over the counter, Tylonol extra strength over the counter, Gabapebntin, Methocarbomol or whatever that muscle relaxer, and Norco. And it's the Norco that actually took the pain. It's still there, but I'm not thinking about it. But yeah, and start making friends, and start, like for instance that film guy. Instead of go join the crew, talk to him in person on the next mixer. Say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to get into the movie business and do anything. Money, I don't care. At this moment, blah. But I want to, because basically, I've always wanted to do this, and I've never had the chance. I had the chance, but I ruined it. And so, what I'm looking for is to come and say, what do you want to do? Make you a cup of coffee? Do you want me to run a cable? Do you want me to help the lighting guy? Do that? So it gets me into where I want to be. Also, teach me things I don't know, and give me creative ideas and that kind of stuff. So basically, anytime you got production, just call me or message me, and whatever you want, I'll do. Without any, why the hell is you assistant camera operator and here's me sweeping floors, that kind of stuff. But anyway, to finish it, although I don't want to be in Michigan, stopping myself from doing anything in Michigan is being a spoilt child. And you're 57 years old now, you're not getting younger, and because of everything happened, and the situation I'm in now, it's a good point for me to actually start the ball rolling, because although it'll start in Michigan, I can take it anywhere. Once I'm mobile and got the house rented out and stuff like that, then yeah. So yeah, that's what I do. And then he goes to the mixer, and I'm not even going to talk to him. To come and say, hey Joe, it's like yeah, I nothing against you and stuff like that. It's just that I feel kind of not appreciated, but because I did the very very good job with your friend doing the filming, but you didn't even use it. And then and it's like you make scripts, but you wander off and stuff like that. And it's like, and then also the last time we were at the mixer, are you talking to somebody? I'm saying I'm leaving, and I started to attract attention. You knew I was there, but you totally blocked me off, which is very very disrespectful. But again, nothing against you. I'm not being like nasty or yelling and that kind of stuff. I'm just explaining that I prefer, because I know what you're doing, but I prefer to go with someone who's actually professional, who has experience, and can further my career. Because at the moment, I'm sorry, you're not doing that, and nothing is personally. And then start mixing with people that I wouldn't mix with because of past experience, what my mum did to me, what Don did to me, and all that kind of stuff, and blah blah blah, and Joe and all those people, and blah blah blah. And it's like, and okay, so if I fail, then I fail. But you don't. Failing means that you've actually tried to do something, whereas not doing anything is not doing anything. Nothing gets done. So that's that. And then exercise. I know what's wrong with me. Right leg needs stretching, and it needs exercising. I can push my right leg about 40 pounds, I think, but not enough. But it needs stretching. Like for instance, when I walk, I feel like there's a golf ball underneath my big toe. So that could be something to do with the operation that I had. Unnecessary operation, just so the doctor could make money. But also stretching, because what's happening now is the tendon up the back of my leg, because what happened was I had that operation where you kind of cut into my Achilles tendon to give extra room. But that didn't work because I didn't have the muscle to actually pull my foot up. And so it just became very thick, and divide the object completely, so that's a waste of time. But now, basically, what I've got is the, in layman's terms, the tendon that runs from my heel up to the back of my leg is shorter than it should be, which means that also lifting my foot is hard work. I've got to start doing that. So, do you like the alphabet thing, like that doctor said, or the person said? Yeah, I mean, it's exercise. And the thing is, yeah, do it. And I came here for a reason, and it isn't laying in my bed watching movies. It's, as I said to, what's his name? I don't remember his name right now, in New York. I want to do everything in film. And I didn't come over here to become some kind of famous actor or something like that. Naivete. But to do stuff in film creativity. That's what makes me happy. And the whole thing is, it's not an ego trip. It's like when I worked on that movie in New Mexico, I was doing catering services, I was doing PA, I was doing assistant light guy. We did I forget what they call it. What the hell do they call it now? The cart that pulls the camera. Dolly. I did dolly work and all this kind of stuff, and I worked for Media Lounge, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, no worries, standing with a mic pole over my head, no worries. It was being there. That's who I am, that's what I want to be. And the only thing that's stopping me is myself. There's opportunities out there, so go out and fail, but every time you fail, it's a step closer towards success. It's like when you were juggling, when you start juggling, you drop the balls on the floor. That's failure, but it's intended failure, because the balls are called thud balls, because they land on the floor, they don't roll away, because they know that at some point gravity's going to win. And so don't treat it as a failure or upcoming failure. Treat it as a road to success, and then explain to these people, blah blah blah. This thing in hospital, so I'm kind of messed up right now, so bear with me. And so if I do come across as a jerk, that's not me. I'm not a jerk. And the reason I want to do this is because I like you as a person, and also I want to get in the field. And the only thing I can do as far as that's to get experience, so anything. So as soon as you're in production, just call me. I don't care where it is. I don't care what the job you want to do. That's it. So there you go, I'm done. This was meant to be a 2-minute video, and I don't know what it's turned into. But anyway, so this is Wes Craven Presents Day. Okay. Rambles, thank you. I think I said done it. Yeah.